Morning and welcome to Fort Seller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Wednesday yesterday. Today is Thursday, February 10th, 2022, and it is a day 4. Before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute. Let's just use our eyes for a moment and just scan our present environment, looking for blessings to be grateful for. So look around your environment, truly, your room or wherever you are, and just allow your eyes to be caught by the sight of something that you're thankful for. And just look at it, study it, identify what it is, what it means to you, study its color and shapes and what we call the aesthetics of that item. And then with your nose, take a breath in, searching with gratitude something that you're thankful for, that you're noticing with your sense of smell. And even if you don't, perhaps just think about what that smell might remind you of. And then with your ears, listen. Don't just listen for the sounds that you're now noticing because you're paying attention, but what are you thankful for that you hear? And finally, with your skin, what do you feel? And what do you feel that you're grateful for? This was pretty easy for me. I can feel air, which I know I breathe, and I know I need that to stay alive. So that's something I think I'm thankful for. Clothing keeps me warm, and I'm thankful for that too, right? So when you observe things, let's try to observe things through a lens of gratitude, of thankfulness, okay? Okay, so now we're going to move on to our breathing exercises, right? There have been different breathing techniques that we've used, some that I have taught to you, others that our friends who are boys and girls at Fort Seller have also taught to you. Don't forget, we still have the elevator breathing method, right? We also have the bubble breathing method. Both of these are taught to us by Fort Seller students. I'm going to use the bubble breathing again today, but you can use whatever breathing techniques work for you or that you're developing. Okay, but let's start off by just simply noticing we are here, that we exist. Notice the chair holding you up. Notice the weight of your body pushing down, and notice that moment and that place and time where your body is meeting your chair. All right, I like to close my eyes. You don't have to. Let's go ahead and take that first breath in. Fill your belly full of air, and then let it go. Nice and slowly. Allow your shoulders to relax and arrive at this moment. Breathe in again. And breathe out. Pay attention to your breathing, because if you're like me, your mind might be off thinking about something else. Breathe in. And if you do catch yourself thinking about something else, be gentle and kind. And as you breathe out, tug your attention back to the anchor of your breath. And when you're in the rhythm of breathing in and out, begin to notice your body too. Try to focus on parts of your body that are feeling healthy and refreshed. Also focus on parts of your body, breathe in, that might feel tired or sore, fatigued. Breathe out. Just notice those sensations and the feelings. Maybe they're pleasant feelings, maybe they're unpleasant, but just simply notice what those feelings feel like. Breathe in. Same thing with your emotions, whatever they are, happiness to sadness, anger to excitement, breathe out. Whatever those feelings are, also observe what it really means to be all those emotions. Don't get too caught up in why you feel that way. That's important, breathe in. But just simply observe those feelings. Try to make sense of what those feelings are making you feel. What does it feel like to be happy or sad? Breathe in and breathe out. Now, in a moment, you will hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not, it's ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards, because the rewards are there. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I want to invite you to go ahead and have a seat. I want to talk about our 3 expectations here at the school. You know what they mean, what they are. Number 1, be respectful to yourself as well as to others. You know, when your teacher's talking, my mom used to tell me this, I have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Somebody's telling me I need to be listening more. And trust me, I can always be a better listener. And if I can always be a better listener, I know that you can. Okay, so use your ears and listen. That's a great way to show respect. You know, I had an opportunity to talk to a student in 2nd grade yesterday. He didn't make all the great choices that I would hope that he would have made in the morning. But as we talked about respect and then also self-control and responsibility, which we'll talk about in just a moment. And, lunch is right there at the middle point of the day, and I encourage the student to do better. I have to make a decision to do better, and I found that he did, and I was really proud of him for that. So that leads us to being responsible with our hands and feet. Yesterday, I had another opportunity to talk with another 2nd grade student who unfortunately made some gestures with his hands that weren't respectful. And I reminded him that we had this character trait a few months ago called self-control. You guys remember that? Self-control is all about being responsible with your hands. Sure, these hands can hurt people. They can show symbols that are not respectful, make people feel bad. Or these hands can shake hands, pat people on the back, help others, pick things up off the floor. And remember, everything that you can control can be used in a not so good way or in a great way. And if you're responsible, you're going to always choose to use whatever you can have control over in a positive way. So that also includes the words that we use, because that's controlling your mouth, but also controlling your brain and how you think. The happier, the more enthusiastic, more encouraging way you think about yourself and others, the more you're going to act that way. If you don't believe me, just try it. Just only think about the best about yourself. Just allow your brain to think only the best about other people. And just by thinking that way, you'll find that throughout the day, you're going to end up acting that way. And you'll be real proud of yourself. Finally, show that you're ready to learn. I had another conversation with the 2nd grader yesterday, and we talked about how hard it is to read sometimes. Reading is hard, breaking words down to their sounds and blending them. Trying to remember certain rules about the silent E at the end of a word that makes the vowel in the middle of the word say its name, say its long vowel name, right? So keeping all of that in mind is important to be a good reader. And sometimes if we have trouble remembering that, reading can be hard. So I told the student, and I think the student really got it, being ready to learn also means, I'm going to tell you, being ready to fail. Yeah, there's not a single kid or grown-up here that's perfect, and we're all going to make mistakes, and we're all going to fail. The question is this: if you try twice and you fail twice, what do you do next? You try a 3rd time. If on the 3rd time you try your best and you fail again, what do you do next? You try a 4th time. And if you fail a 4th time, guess what do you do next? You try a 5th time. And this could keep going on and on. I don't want anyone to think that reading is going to beat you or defeat you. All right? Because when it's all said and done, our character trait is about honesty, which is being honest with yourself too. And you can be honest with yourself and tell yourself that you're frustrated. And you can always be honest with yourself and say, you know what? You can always dust yourself off. Okay? Honesty is one of the easiest things to do, but it's also some of the hardest things to do, especially when you have to confront yourself or admit when you're wrong. I love you guys just the way you guys are. I hope you guys find other boys and girls and to tell them that message. And I hope that you find some grown-ups as well, because grown-ups need to hear it from you too. All right, I can't wait to see you guys around. Have an amazing Thursday.